5:06 this morning. We're keeping an eye out today on a big vote for the future of passenger rail in Tampa.
Yeah, getting a lot of attention here. The Florida Development Finance Corporation will vote on expanding Brightline service right here to our area. 10 Tampa Bay's Jenny Dean is live in Tampa right now with what this could mean for commuters and travelers. Jenny.
Yeah, good morning, Jameson and Caitlin. Imagine being able to put your family on a train here in Tampa and get over to Orlando in an hour. I mean, it's a dream so many people have been thinking about for so long. Or if you're a business traveler, even being able to get to Orlando and then get to Miami and being able to get work done without having to deal with navigating traffic. And that is something that they're going to be talking about today. If this first step is approved, all of that could become a reality. Now, basically today's vote is to allow Brightline to sell $400 million in bonds, and that would help pay to get all of this started, this expansion to Tampa started. Money would cover things like design, construction, and then even some renovations to some of their other existing stations throughout the state. But expanding to Tampa has been a goal of Brightline's for years now, with them telling us even last year that their goal was to have a station here in Tampa by 2026 that would begin to connect that first to Orlando, running along I-4, passing all of that traffic, which we all know can get bad, and then it could take passengers on from there to Miami. And you know, Brightline could really be seizing on a real opportunity here to try and expand to Tampa, because the proof's in the pudding. From May of 2024 to May of 2025, it has seen an 11% increase in passengers. So they're actually able to show that passengers want this and they're using it. Of course, the meeting starts at 2 o'clock. It is in Winter Springs, and we're going to be following it, keeping you updated. Caitlin and Jameson.
Yeah, and Jenny, this has been talked about for years now. Not seeing a lot of movement, but now things seem to be heading forward with this. What's pushing that?
Yeah, for those of us who have lived here for a long time, we keep hearing about this going all the way back to 2004, when the state, citizens in the state actually passed an amendment that passenger rail would be required here in Florida. But then Governor Jeb Bush in 2004 really went and forced a second vote so that they could repeal that amendment. Then you go back to 2011, when then Governor Rick Scott turned down about $2.5 billion of federal money for passenger rail, saying he didn't think that that this was a good thing for taxpayers. He thought it would eventually fall on the back of the state, which falls on the backs of taxpayers. He really thought private companies needed to lead this up. So this could be a real opportunity for Brightline. You know, even as we can go back to last year, when state lawmakers were trying to get $50 million just to start getting this study done, and Governor DeSantis also turning that down, saying he sees the need for rail in the state, but he doesn't want taxpayers to have to pay for it. So we'll just have to see what happens today with today's vote. You know, Brightline going in and asking for this could really finally get things started and get that passenger rail service here from Tampa to Orlando for those of us who have been really wanting it for a very long time. We're live in Tampa. Jenny Dean, 10 Tampa Bay.